Alright, superheroes, put on your thinking capes. Today, we're going to dig a little deeper. For the last 2 weeks, we've talked about heroes of translation, William Tyndale and Cassiodoro de Reina. Before that, we talked about Johannes Gutenberg, a printer, and today we're going to talk about someone more similar to him. Before we do, let's review our superpowers. First, we have the power to pray to God, and He will listen. Second, we have the power to read the Bible and hear God's words. Those two superpowers are amazing, but there's another one we're going to talk about today. One that's a little harder to describe. It's called the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit helps us in a lot of ways. It's through the Holy Spirit that we can have faith in God, and that we can receive God's blessings. People have believed a lot of things about the Holy Spirit over the years, but here's something we can trust. After this, I will pour out my Spirit on all humanity. Then your sons and your daughters will prophesy, your old men will have dreams, and your young men will see visions. This comes from the Old Testament in the Bible. The important part for us here is that the Holy Spirit will be poured out on us, and it already has. Jesus said so as well later. But why would I pick this passage in that case? Because of our superhero today. His name was Christoph Sauer, and he was a German immigrant to the American colonies in the 1700s. He printed the first European language Bible in North America, Luther's German translation. And that was a big deal. It meant people could buy Bibles from the colonies without having to ship them over the ocean. But what did all of this have to do with the passage about the Holy Spirit? Sauer was something called a Radical Pietist. Now, I don't want to bore you superheroes, so let me skip right along to what that means. He believed people shouldn't go to church, that God would reach us more mystically, more spiritually, and only if we lived good lives. He believed the Holy Spirit did something God never told us it does: help us find God in our heart. God gave us the way to find Him, the Bible. Yes, He gives us power through the Holy Spirit, and yes, we can reach Him through prayer, but we find God in one place, the words He gave us. So, shouldn't that make Christoph Sauer a supervillain? Well, no. He printed Bibles to help people read God's words. Sure, he was wrong about some things, we all are, but that doesn't make him any less of a superhero who helped kickstart the printing of Bibles in America.